Imagine, if you will, a world where everything you desire is already yours. A reality where the mere act of seeking is replaced by the knowing that what you wish for is already in your possession. This, my dear listeners, is not a fantasy, but the very nature of our being. In this grand theater of life, we often find ourselves caught in the endless pursuit of our desires. We chase after love, wealth, success, and happiness as if they were elusive butterflies, always just out of reach. But I say to you now with absolute certainty that this relentless seeking is the very thing that keeps us from our desires. The secret, the great mystery that has eluded so many, is that everything you could ever want or need already exists within you. It is not something to be found out there in the external world, but rather to be realized and awakened from within. Consider for a moment the nature of your own consciousness. Are you not the one who is aware of your thoughts, your feelings, and your desires? This I am that you truly are is the source of all creation. It is the God within you, the intellect, intelligence that shapes the very universe we inhabit. When you say I am, you are invoking the name of God. For is it not written in the scriptures, "Be still and know that I am God"? This stillness, this cessation of seeking, is the key to unlocking the infinite potential that lies dormant within you. Let us delve deeper into this concept. When you seek something, you are farming its absence in your life. You are telling the universe, I do not have this, and therefore I must search for it. But in doing so, you are creating the very lack you seek to overcome. Instead, I urge you to adopt a new approach. Rather than seeking, begin assuming. Assume that you already possess that which you desire. Feel the joy, the gratitude, the fulfillment that comes with having your wish fulfilled. For in truth, the moment you can feel it as real, it is yours. This is the law of assumption, the cornerstone of all creation. Whatever you assume to be true, whatever state you occupy in your imagination, must and will become your reality. The outer world is nothing more than a reflection of your inner state of being. Let me illustrate this with a simple example. Suppose you desire financial abundance. The common approach would be to work harder, to seek opportunities, to chase after wealth. But I say to you, assume the state of wealth now. Feel the security, the freedom, the joy that comes with financial abundance. Live from that state and watch as the outer world reshapes itself to match your inner conviction. You see, my friends, the world is not something separate from you. It is not an objective reality that exists independently of your consciousness. No, the world is you pushed out. Every person, every circumstance, every event in your life is but a reflection of your own state of consciousness. This is why seeking is futile. When you seek, you are pushing your desire away from you, projecting it into a future that never arrives. But when you assume the state of the wish fulfilled, when you live from the end, you draw your desire to you with the irresistible force of divine law. Now, some of you may be wondering, but Wayne, how can I assume something to be true when my senses tell me otherwise? This, my dear listeners, is where the power of imagination comes into play. Your imagination is not some frivolous fantasy factory. It is the very workshop of creation. Whatever you can imagine and feel as real becomes real. This is creative power that was given to you at birth, the power to shape your world through the exercise of your imagination. When you close your eyes and imagine a scene that implies the fulfillment of your desire, you are not daydreaming. You are engaging in the most intense form of creation. You are planting a seed in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind, a seed that must germinate and bear fruit in your outer world. But here's the crucial point. You must persist in this assumption. You must nurture that seed with the waters of faith and the sunlight of conviction. For a brief imaginal act is not enough to override years of contrary beliefs and assumptions. This is where many falter on the path. They glimpse the truth. They perform a single imaginal act, and then they return to their old habits of thought and feeling. They slip back into the state of seeking, of lack, of separation from their desire. But I say to you now, with all the conviction of my being, that if you persist in the assumption of your wish fulfilled, if you live from that state day and night, nothing in this world can prevent its manifestation, for you are not some helpless creature at the mercy of external forces. You are the operant power in your universe. You are the one who decides what stage you will occupy and consequently what experiences you will encounter. Think of it this way. Every state of consciousness is like a room in a vast mansion. When you enter a room, you experience everything that belongs to that room. If you enter the room of poverty, you experience lack. If you enter the room of love, you experience love. The choice of room to occupy is always yours. So why, ask you, would you choose to occupy a state of seeking when you could just as easily occupy the state of having? Why would you stand outside the room of your fulfilled desire, knocking and pleading for entry, when the door is already open and waiting for you to walk in? This, my friends, is the essence of the teaching I share with you today. Stop seeking and it will come to you, for in truth, it is already yours. Your task is not to go out and find it, but to awaken to the reality of its presence within you. Now, I can sense that some of you may be struggling with this concept. You may be thinking, but Wayne, I have bills to pay, problems to solve. How can I simply assume that all is well when my reality shows me otherwise? To this I say, your present circumstances are nothing more than the fruit of your past assumptions. They have no power to persist unless you continue to give them life through your attention and belief. Remember, the outer world always lacks the inner world. What you see now in your physical reality is the shadow of past states of consciousness. But you have the power here and now to choose a new state. And as you persist in this new state, your outer world must conform to it. This is not mere positive thinking or wishful daydreaming. This is the application of cosmic law. Just as the law of gravity operates without fail, so too does the law of consciousness. Whatever state you occupy mentally and emotionally must be made manifest in your outer world. So I urge you, dear listeners, to make a fundamental shift in your approach to life. Instead of seeking, start embodying. Instead of chasing, start being. For you are already that which you desire to be. You are already whole, complete, and perfect. Your task is not to become something you are not, but to awaken to the truth of what you already are. You are the God of your universe, the creator of your reality. The power that you have sought in the external world has always resided within you. Now let us explore this concept further through the lens of various aspects of life. For this truth applies not just to material possessions, but to every facet of human experience. Consider the realm of relationships. So many people spend their life seeking love, believing that there is a perfect partner out there somewhere, if only they could find them. But I say to you, the love you seek is already within you. When you assume the state of being loved, when you feel the joy and fulfillment of a perfect relationship, you align yourself with that reality. You begin to embody the qualities that attract love. You become a magnet for the very experiences you desire. The same principle applies to health and well-being. Instead of seeking healing, assume the state of perfect health. Feel the vitality coursing through your veins, the strength in your limbs, the clarity in your mind. Lie from that state and watch as your body responds to this new assumption. In the realm of career and purpose, stop seeking your calling and start embodying it. Assume the state of someone who is living their passion, who is making a meaningful contribution to the world. Feel the satisfaction, the sense of purpose, the joy of using your unique gifts. As you persist in this state, opportunities will arise that align with your assumed reality. Now, some of you may be thinking, but Wayne, isn't this just self-deception? Am I not simply fooling myself into believing something that isn't true? To this I say, What you call truth is nothing more than a solidified assumption. Your current reality, which you accept as true, is simply the outcome of past assumptions that you have accepted and lived from. But you have the power at any moment to choose a new assumption and thus create a new reality. This is not self-deception. This is self-realization. This is awakening to your true nature as a creative being, as an individualized expression of the divine imagination that underlies all of creation. Consider the teachings of the great spiritual traditions. Did not the Christ say, "The kingdom of heaven is within you"? Did not the Buddha speak of the cessation of desire as the path to enlightenment? These are not mere poetic metaphors, but profound truths about the nature of reality and consciousness. When you stop seeking and start embodying, you are aligning yourself with this eternal wisdom. You are recognizing that the source of all fulfillment, all joy, all abundance is not something external to you, but the very essence of your being. This shift in perspective from seeking to embodying, from lack to fullness, is the most radical and transformative step you can take in your life. It is the key that unlocks the infinite potential that has always resided within you. But make no mistake, my dear friends, this is not a path for the faint of heart. It requires courage, persistence, and an unwavering faith in the unseen reality of your assumptions. The world will continue to present you with evidence that contradicts your new assumption. Your senses will report the lack, the limitation, the separation that you have known in the past. This is where your true test begins. Can you persist in your assumption in the face of contrary evidence? Can you hold fast to your vision of the wish fulfilled, even when the outer world seems to deny its reality? This is the mark of a true master, one who understands the nature of creation and refuses to be swayed by appearances. Remember, what you see in the outer world is nothing more than the shadow of past states of consciousness. It has no power to determine your future unless you give it that power through your attention and belief. So I say to you now, with all the conviction of my being, turn your attention away from the world of shadows. Cease your endless seeking in the realm of effects. Instead, turn within to the realm of cause, to the infinite creative power of your own imagination. For it is here in the realm of pure possibility that you will find all that you have ever sought. It is here that you will discover the truth of your being, the limitless potential that is your birthright. Imagine, if you will, a world where everyone understood this truth, a world where people no longer sought happiness, love, or success in the external world, but recognized these qualities as the very essence of their being. What kind of world would we create? I tell you now, it would be nothing short of paradise on earth. For when each individual realizes their true nature as the creator of their reality, when each person assumes responsibility for their state of consciousness, the entire world is transformed. This is the great work that lies before us. Not to change the world through external action, but to change it from within through the power of our assumptions and the creative force of our imagination. And so, my dear friends, I urge you once again, stop seeking and it will come to you. For in truth, it has always been yours. Your task is not to acquire, but to awaken, not to become, but to realize, not to find, but to remember. Let go of the habit of seeking. Release the belief in lack and limitation. Abandon the idea that what you desire is separate from you or difficult to attain. Instead, assume the state of the wish fulfilled. Lead from the end. Be that which you desire to be. As you do this, you will find that the very things you once sought so desperately begin to flow into your life with efficacies. For you are no longer pushing them away through your seeking, but drawing them to you through the magnetic power of your assumption. This is the law of reversal, the great secret that has been hidden in plain sight throughout the ages. When you cease to seek, you begin to find. When you let go of the chase, your desire chases you. When you stop trying to make things happen, things begin to happen of their own accord. But remember, this is not a passive state of inaction. It is the most profound and powerful form of action there is. For you are acting on the causal level of reality, shaping the very substance of creation through the power of your consciousness. Your every thought, your every feeling, your every assumption is a creative act. You are constantly shaping your world through the states you occupy. So choose wisely, my friends. Choose the states that align with your highest vision for yourself and for the world. Assume the best of yourself and others. Assume abundance, love, health, and joy. Assume that the universe is working in your favor, that every experience is a stepping stone to your greater good. For as you assume, so shall it be. This is the promise and the challenge that I lay before you today. It is a call to awaken to your true nature, to step into your power as the creator of your reality. It is an invitation to stop seeking and start being, to cease chasing and start embodying. The choice, as always, is yours. You can continue to live in the old way, seeking endlessly for that which has always been within you. Or you can embrace this new understanding, this timeless wisdom, and begin to live from the state of the wish fulfilled. I urge you with all the love and conviction in my heart to choose the latter. For when you do, you will discover a freedom and a joy beyond anything you'll ever known. You will tap into the infinite creative power that is your true nature. You will become a conscious co-creator with the divine, shaping your world in accordance with your highest vision. And as you do this, as you live from this expanded state of consciousness, you will find that life becomes an endless adventure of self-discovery and creation. The very challenges that once seemed insurmountable become opportunities for growth and expression. The limitations that once bound you dissolve in the light of your newfound understanding. For you are not a mere mortal, struggling against the forces of an indifferent universe. You are a divine being, a creative force, an individualized expression of the infinite intelligence that underlies all creation. And when you truly realize this, when you live from this truth, there is nothing in this world that can stand against you. So go forth, my dear friends, with this new understanding. Let go of the habit of seeking. Embrace the truth of your being. Live from the state of the wish fulfilled, and watch as the world transforms itself to match your inner vision. Remember the powers within you. The kingdom is at hand. The door is open. All that remains is for you to walk through it, to claim your divine inheritance, to step into the fullness of your being. Stop seeking and it will come to you, for it has always been yours, waiting only for you to recognize and claim it. This is the eternal truth, the great secret, the divine mystery revealed. Embrace it, live it, become it, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. And so, my dear listeners, as we draw this discourse to a close, I want you to take a moment to reflect on what we've explored together. Feel the truth of these words resonating within you. Allow them to sink deep into your consciousness, to take root in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. For it is from this place of deep knowing that true transformation occurs. It is here in the quiet depths of your being that you will find the strength and the courage to live this truth, to embody this wisdom in every aspect of your life. Remember, the journey we've embarked upon today is not a destination to be reached, but a new way of being to be lived. It is a continuous unfolding, a perpetual discovery of the infinite potential that resides within you. As you go forth from this place, carry with you the knowledge that you are the creator of your reality. Let every thought, every feeling, every assumption be a conscious choice aligned with your highest vision for yourself and for the world. And when you find yourself slipping back into old habits of seeking, of striving, of chasing after your desires, gently remind yourself of this truth-seeking, and it will come to you. For in that moment of letting go, of surrendering to the wisdom of your true self, you open yourself to receive all that you have ever desired and more. Trust in this process, my friends. Have faith in the unseen reality or assumptions. For it is this faith, this unwavering conviction in the creative power of your consciousness that will carry you through any challenge and bring forth the manifestation of your deepest desires. You are the miracle you've been waiting for. You are the answer to your own prayers. You are the fulfillment of your own prophecy. Embrace this wisdom, this understanding as one, this action-perfect fulfillment with your inner state. And so, with deep love and profound gratitude, I leave you with these final words. Be still and know that you are God. For in this stillness, in this cessation of seeking, you will find all that you have ever sought and more. The power is within you, always has been and always will be. It is not something to be acquired, but something to be realized and expressed. As you leave this gathering today, I challenge you to put these principles into practice. Begin with something small, something that feels within reach. Assume the state of already having it, feeling the joy and gratitude of its possession. Then watch and wait. Be patient, but expectant, for the seed you have planted in the fertile soil of your imagination must grow and bear fruit in its appointed hour. Remember, the time it takes for your assumption to become your physical reality is directly proportional to the naturalness of the state. The more natural it feels to you, the quicker it will manifest. So persist in your assumption until it feels as natural as breathing. And as you begin to see the fruits of your assumptive work, as your outer world begins to reflect the changes in your inner world, you will gain confidence in this process. You will begin to tackle larger desires, grander visions. For there is no limit to what you can do or have when you align yourself with the creative power of your imagination. But I caution you, do not embark on this journey for the mere accumulation of things. While there is nothing inherently wrong with material possessions, they are not the ultimate aim of this practice. The true purpose of this work is the expansion of your consciousness, the realization of your divine nature, the expression of your highest self. As you master the art of assumption, as you learn to live from the state of the wish fulfilled, you will find that your desires begin to change. The things that once seemed so important may lose their allure. You may find yourself drawn to higher pursuits, to more expansive visions, to goals that serve not just your individual self, but all of humanity. This is the natural progression of consciousness. As you awaken to your true nature as a creative being, you begin to align yourself with the greater good, with the divine plan for creation. Your individual world merges with the universal will, and you become a conscious co-creator with the divine. In this state of expanded awareness, you will find that life becomes an endless adventure of self-discovery and creation. Every moment becomes an opportunity for growth, for expression, for the manifestation of your highest vision. You will begin to see the divine in all things, to recognize the interconnectedness of all life. The barriers that once seemed to separate you from others will dissolve, and you will experience a profound sense of unity with all of creation. This, my dear friends, is the ultimate aim of the practice we have discussed today. It is not just about getting what you want, but about becoming who you truly are. It is about awakening to your divine nature, about realizing your oneness with the source of all creation. So, as we conclude our time together, I urge you once again, stop seeking and it will come to you. For in that cessation of seeking, in that stillness of being, you will find all that you have ever desired and more. You will discover the truth of your being, the limitless potential that is your birthright. Go forth now, not as seekers, but as finders, not as wanting, but as having, not as becoming, but as being. For you are already complete, already whole, already perfect. Your task is simply to awaken to this truth and to live from it in every moment. Let your life be a testament to this wisdom. Let your very being radiate the truth of who you are. For as you do, you become a light in this world, a beacon of hope and inspiration for all who cross your path. And remember, no matter what challenges you may face, no matter what obstacles may arise, you have within you the power to overcome. For you are not a mere mortal subject to the whims of fate. You are a divine being, a creative force, an individualized expression of the infinite intelligence that underlies all of creation. Embrace this truth. Live from this understanding, and watch as your world transforms in ways you never thought possible. My dear friends, it has been my great joy and privilege to share this truth with you today. As we part ways, know that I carry each of you in my heart. I see the divine in you, the infinite potential that is your true nature, and I know with absolute certainty that as you apply these principles in your life, you will experience a transformation beyond your wildest dreams. So go now with love in your heart and faith in your step. Go forth and create the life you desire. Go forth and be the person you are meant to be. Go forth and realize the truth of your being, for you are the creator of your reality. You are the master of your fate. You are the author of your story, and the power to write that story exactly as you wish lies within you, waiting only to be recognized and expressed. Stop seeking, and it will come to you. This is the promise and the challenge I leave you with today. Embrace it, live it, become it, and watch as your life unfolds in perfect harmony with your highest vision. Thank you, my dear friends. Thank you for your attention, for your openness, for your willingness to explore these profound truths. May your journey be filled with joy, with discovery, with the realization of your deepest desires, and may you always remember the truth of who you are, a divine being, infinite in potential, boundless in creativity, eternal in nature. Go now and be at peace, for all that you seek is already within you, waiting only to be recognized and expressed. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and you have taken that step today. The rest of the journey lies before you, filled with infinite possibilities and boundless potential. Remember the world as you pushed out. What you see around you is nothing more than a reflection of your inner state. So, cultivate beauty within, and you will see beauty without. Cultivate love within, and you will experience love without. Cultivate abundance within, and you will manifest abundance without. As you leave this gathering and return to your daily lives, carry with you this knowing you are not separate from your desire. You are one with it. It is not something to be sought, but something to be assumed. It is not something to be achieved, but something to be realized. In every moment you have a choice. You can choose to live from the old state of seeking and wanting, or you can choose to live from the new state of having and being. The choice is yours, and it is a choice you make in every moment of every day. Choose wisely, my friends. Choose to live from the end. Choose to embody the state of your wish fulfilled, for as you do, you align yourself with the creative forces of the universe, and nothing can prevent the manifestation of your desire. And if you find yourself faltering, if you find the old habits of thought and feeling creeping back in, do not despair. Simply recognize it for what it is, an old pattern, a familiar groove, and gently guide your thoughts and feelings back to the state of the wish fulfilled. This is not a battle to be won, but a dance to be danced. It is not about forcing yourself to think positive thoughts, but about aligning yourself with the truth of your being. It is about remembering who you really are and living from that remembrance. As you practice this, as you make it your daily habit to assume the state of the wish fulfilled, you will find that it becomes easier and more natural. What once required effort will become effortless. What once seemed impossible will become inevitable. For you are not changing who you are, but remembering who you have always been. You are not becoming something new, but awakening to your true nature. You are not acquiring something you lack, but recognizing the fullness that is already within you. This, my dear friends, is the great adventure that lies before you. It is an adventure of self-discovery, of self-realization, of self-expression. It is an adventure that will take you to the very heights of human potential and beyond. So embrace it with all your heart. Dig into it with all your soul, for in this adventure lies the key to all that you have ever desired and more. In this journey of awakening, you will find not just the fulfillment of your individual desires, but the realization of your oneness with all of creation. And as you walk this path, know that you do not walk alone. The entire universe conspires to support you in your awakening. Every experience, every encounter, every seeming obstacle is but an opportunity for growth, for expansion, for the expression of your true nature. So go forth with courage, with faith, with the unshakable knowing that all is well. For you are the creator of your reality, the master of your fate, the author of your story. And the pen with which you write that story is the power of your assumption. Assume greatness, and you will experience greatness. Assume love, and you will know love. Assume abundance, and you will live in abundance for what you assume you become. What you embody, you experience. What you are, you attract. This is the law of consciousness, the principle upon which all creation rests. It is not something to be learned, but something to be lived. It is not a technique to be mastered, but a truth to be embodied. So embody it, my friends, live it, be it. For in doing so, you fulfill your divine purpose. You express your true nature. You become who you were always meant to be. And in that becoming, you light up the world. You become a beacon of hope, a source of inspiration, a living testament to the transformative power of consciousness. So go now with my blessings and my love. Go and create the life you desire. Go and be the person you are meant to be. Go and realize the truth of your being. For you are not just a seeker of truth, but truth itself. You are not just a dreamer of dreams, but the very substance from which dreams are made. You are not just a child of God, but God individualized, God in expression, God made manifest. Embrace this truth, live from this understanding, and watch as your world transforms in perfect harmony with your highest vision. Stop seeking, and it will come to you. For it has always been yours, waiting only for you to recognize and claim it. This is the eternal truth, the great secret, the divine mystery revealed. Go now and be at peace, for all is well in your world. All is unfolding according to the divine plan, and you are an integral part of that plan, a unique and irreplaceable expression of the divine. Thank you, my dear friends. Thank you for your presence, for your openness, for your willingness to explore these profound truths. May your journey be filled with joy, with discovery, with the realization of your deepest desires. And may you always remember the truth of who you are, a divine being, infinite in potential, boundless in creativity, eternal in nature. Go forth in life from this truth and watch as miracles unfold in your life. For the greatest miracle of all is not something that happens to you, but the realization of who you truly are. And in that realization lies the fulfillment of all your desires and more. Go in peace, my friends. Go in love. Go in the knowing that you are the creator of your reality, the master of your faith, the author of your story. And may your story be one of joy, of love, of the full expression of your divine nature. For in the end, that is what this journey is all about. It is not about getting, but about being. It is not about achieving, but about realizing. It is not about becoming, but about remembering who you have always been. Remember this truth, live from this understanding, and watch as your world transforms in ways you've never thought possible. For you are the miracle you've been waiting for. You are the answer to your own prayers. You are the fulfillment of your own prophecy. Embrace this truth, embody this wisdom, and go forth to create the life of your dreams. For it is your divine right and your sacred duty to do so. Thank you, and may your journey be blessed with all that you desire and more. The world you see around you is not the cause of your experience, but the effect. It is the outpicturing of your inner states of consciousness. Every circumstance, every person, every experience in your life is a reflection of your own thoughts and beliefs. When you grasp this fundamental truth, you realize that the repayment you seek is not about receiving something from an external source. It is about shifting your consciousness to a state where what you desire already exists. For in truth, nothing is ever lost. It simply exists in a state that you are not currently occupying. Consider for a moment, have you ever misplaced an object in your home, only to find it later exactly where it should have been? The object was never lost. It was always there. You simply weren't occupying the state of consciousness where you were aware of its location. The same principle applies to everything you believe you have lost in life. Now you might be wondering, but Wayne, how can I shift my consciousness to a state where I have what I thought was lost? This is an excellent question, and it brings us to the heart of our discussion. The key lies in your wonderful human imagination. Your imagination is not mere fantasy or daydreaming. It is God in action within you. It is the creative power through which all things are made. When you imagine, you are literally reshaping the substance of the universe. To receive repayment for what you thought was lost, you must use your imagination to occupy the state where you already have it. You must feel the reality of it, experience the joy of it, live from the assumption that it is already yours. This is not about pretending or deceiving yourself. It is about aligning yourself with the truth of your desire at the level of cause. For remember, your outer world is simply a reflection of your inner states. As you change within, your outer world has no choice but to conform. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Wayne, how can I imagine having something when my current reality shows me its absence? This, my dear friends, is where faith comes in, but not blind faith. Faith based on understanding the law. You see, your physical reality is nothing more than the outpicturing of your past assumptions. It is the harvest of seeds you have previously sowed in your consciousness. To change your reality, to receive repayment for what you thought was lost, you must plant new seeds. You must assume a new state of being. When you imagine having what you desire, when you feel the reality of it, you are planting these new seeds. You are assuming the state of one who already has what they desire, and as you persist in this state, your outer world has no choice but to conform to this new inner conviction. This is the true meaning of the biblical phrase, "Ask and it shall be given you." It is not a plea to an external deity. It is a reminder of your own divine creative power. When you ask, you are declaring your desire as an accomplished fact to your own subconscious mind, which is one with the universal mind. Now let us address a common misconception. Many believe that to manifest their desires, to receive repayment for what they thought was lost, they must visualize every detail of how it will come to pass. But I tell you now, this is not necessary and can even be counterproductive. Your job is not to figure out the how. Your job is to assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. The infinite intelligence of the universe will take care of the how in ways far beyond what your limited conscious mind can conceive. Think of it like this. When you order something online, you don't concern yourself with the logistics of how it will be delivered. You simply place the order and trust that it will arrive. The same principle applies when you seek repayment from the universe. You place your order with the cosmic catalog, so to speak, and then you let go and trust in its delivery. This brings us to another crucial point, the importance of letting go. After you have assumed the feeling of your wish fulfilled, after you have planted the seed of your desire in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind, you must release it. You must fall asleep to the desire, confident in its fulfillment. This letting go is not indifference. It is supreme confidence. It is the knowing that your desire is already yours in the realm of imagination, which is the very substance of reality. As you sleep in this assumption, your subconscious mind goes to work, aligning all the necessary forces to bring about the manifestation of your desire. Now let us explore the concept of revision in relation to receiving repayment for what you thought was lost. Revision is the art of reimagining past events in a way that aligns with your desire of reality. This is crucial because your subconscious mind draws upon your memories to create your current experience. When you revise your past, you are literally rewriting the script of your life. You are creating a past that naturally leads to your present and future. Instead of dwelling on loss, revise those experiences. See them as stepping stones, as necessary parts of your journey that led you to this moment of revelation and repayment. This practice of revision, combined with living in the state of your wish fulfilled, creates a powerful alignment in your consciousness. You are creating a new past, present and future all at once, all aligning with the repayment you seek. Now let us address the concept. Everyone, as you pushed out. This principle states that everyone in your world is a reflection of your consciousness. The way people treat you, the opportunities that come your way, even the seemingly random events in your life, all are reflections of your state of being. When you shift your consciousness to a state of having received repayment for what you thought was lost, you naturally begin to see others differently. You see them as playing their perfect part in the divine unfolding of your desire. This shift in perception allows for miraculous changes in your relationships and circumstances. Let us now discuss the importance of gratitude in receiving repayment from the universe. Gratitude is not just a polite sentiment, it is a powerful creative force. When you are truly grateful, you are acknowledging the presence of your desire in your life. You are affirming its reality even before it manifests in the physical realm. As you seek repayment for what you thought was lost, cultivate a deep sense of gratitude. Be thankful not just for what you can see and touch, but for the unseen blessings that are even now unfolding in your life. Give thanks for the wisdom that guides you, the love that surrounds you, and the power that resides within you. This gratitude aligns you with the frequency of your desire, speeding up its manifestation. It puts you in a state of receptivity, opening you to receive even greater blessings. Now, let us address the concept of the Sabbath. The Sabbath in this context is not about a particular day of the week, but about a state of mind. It is a state of complete rest from all effort, a state of knowing that your work is done. When you seek repayment from the universe, when you have assumed the feeling of your wish fulfilled, enter this Sabbath state. Rest in the certainty that your desire is fulfilled. In this state, you no longer feel the need to make your desire happen because you know it is already done. Let us explore the concept of detachment. Detachment doesn't mean not caring about your desire. It means releasing your anxious attachment to how or when it will manifest. When you are anxiously attached to an outcome, you are actually affirming the absence of your desire. True detachment comes from the deep knowing that your desire is already yours in consciousness and therefore must manifest in your physical reality. It's a state of calm certainty of knowing the law is at work even when you can't see the evidence yet. Now, let us discuss the power of your imagination once more. Your imagination is not mere fantasy or daydreaming. It is God in action within you. It is the creative power through which all things are made. When you seek repayment from the universe, use your imagination to its fullest potential. Imagine yourself having already received what you thought was lost. Feel the joy of it, the relief, the satisfaction. Live from that state, for in doing so you are literally reshaping the substance of your reality. Let us address the importance of self-love in this process. Many people struggle to receive repayment from the universe because they don't believe they are worthy of it. But I tell you now, worthiness has nothing to do with it. You are worthy because you exist. You are God's creation, and God only creates perfection. Cultivate self-love as you seek repayment from the universe. Know that you are deserving of all good things simply because you are. This self-love creates a powerful foundation for manifesting your desires. Now, let us explore the concept of the law of reversed effort. This law states that the harder you try to achieve something, the more you push it away. This is why letting go and trusting is so powerful. It allows you to align with the natural flow of creation without the interference of struggle or forced effort. Think of it like this. When you're learning to swim, if you thrash about frantically, you'll sink. But if you relax and trust the water to hold you up, you float effortlessly. The same principle applies to receiving repayment from the universe. Let us discuss the role of silence in this process. After you have done your imaginal work, after you have assumed the feeling of having received repayment for what you thought was lost, there comes time for silence. This silence is not just external, but internal. It is a cessation of all inner chatter about your desire. In this silence, you allow the seed of your desire to take root and grow. You do not dig it up repeatedly to check on its progress. You trust in the law, knowing that what is done in consciousness must manifest in reality. Now, let us address the concept of living in the end once more. When you seek repayment from the universe, you are not hoping for something to happen in the future. You are experiencing your desire as a present fact. This state of living in the end collapses time and brings your desire into the present moment. Remember, in the realm of imagination where all creation takes place, there is no time. Your desire is fulfilled the moment you assume the feeling of its fulfillment with conviction. The time it takes for this to appear in your physical reality is determined by your faith and your persistence in the assumed state. Let us explore the concept of the observer effect in quantum physics. In the quantum world, the act of observing something changes it. Your observation, your consciousness affects the behavior of subatomic particles. This principle applies to your life as well. When you seek repayment from the universe, you are choosing to observe your reality from the perspective of already having received it. This observation literally shapes your reality at the quantum level, bringing your desire to manifestation. Now, let us discuss the importance of feeling in this process. Feeling is the secret. It's not enough to intellectually know that repayment is possible or even to visualize it clearly. You must feel the reality of it when you seek repayment from the universe. Allow yourself to fully feel the joy, the excitement, the gratitude of having received it. These elevated emotions are the fuel that gives light to your manifestations. They align you with the frequency of your desire, speeding up its realization in your physical reality. Let us address the concept of resistance once more. Resistance is anything that blocks the flow of your desired reality into your experience. It often shows up as doubt, fear, or worry. When you seek repayment from the universe, release this resistance. Remember, what you resist persists. By letting go of resistance, you allow the natural flow of creation to bring about your desire effortlessly. Now, let us expand the quantum view. The quantum view is the version of you that exists in the field of all possibilities. It's the you that has already received repayment for everything you thought was lost. When you seek repayment from the universe, you are aligning yourself with this quantum version of you. Understand that you're not trying to become something you're not. You're aligning with a version of you that already exists in the quantum field. You're shifting your consciousness to match that reality. Let us discuss the power of your words once more. Your words are not just sounds or symbols. They're creative forces. They're declarations to the universe. When you seek repayment for what you thought was lost, your words must align with this desire. Speak as though you have already received your repayment. Use phrases that affirm the reality of your desire. Remember, your words are seeds planted in the fertile soil of the universe. Make sure you're planting seeds of what you want to grow in your life. Now, let us address the importance of patience in this process. Patience in this context is not passive waiting. It is active trust in the law. It is knowing that what is done in consciousness must manifest in reality and allowing that manifestation to unfold in its perfect timing. When you seek repayment from the universe, cultivate this kind of active patience. Know that your desire is manifesting even if you can't see the evidence yet. Trust in the perfect unfolding of the universe. Let us explore the concept of the present moment once more. The present moment is your point of power. It's the only place where you can make changes, where you can choose your thoughts and emotions. When you seek repayment from the universe, anchor yourself in this present moment. Many people live their lives either dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. But when you do this, you're not using your power to create. You're letting your past or your imagined future control your present. Seeking repayment from the universe brings you into alignment with the power of now. Now, let us discuss the role of forgiveness in receiving repayment from the universe. Holding on to resentment, anger, or blame keeps you energetically tied to past experiences. It keeps you vibrating at a lower frequency, attracting more experiences that match that lower energy. Forgiveness is not about condoning what happened or letting someone off the hook. It's about freeing yourself from the energetic burden of negative emotions. It's about choosing to vibrate at a higher frequency. As you seek repayment from the universe, practice forgiveness of others and of yourself. Let us address the concept of divine order. When you seek repayment from the universe, you are aligning yourself with divine order. You are recognizing that there is a perfect unfolding of events, even if you can't see it from your limited perspective. Trust in this divine order. Know that everything is happening for your highest good, and even when it doesn't appear that way on the surface. This trust allows you to remain calm and centered, even in the face of apparent setbacks or challenges. Now, let us explore the concept of allowing. Allowing is the opposite of forcing. When you seek repayment from the universe, you are in a state of allowing. You are opening yourself up to receive all the good that the universe has for you. Allowing doesn't mean being passive. It means being receptive. It means being open to possibilities beyond what your limited mind can conceive. It means trusting that the universe knows the best path to the fulfillment of your desires. Let us discuss the importance of self-awareness in this process. To truly receive repayment from the universe, you must be aware of your thoughts, your emotions, your reactions. You must be able to catch yourself when you slip into doubt or anxiety and consciously choose to return to a state of trust and knowing. Cultivate this self-awareness through practices like meditation, journaling, or simply taking time for quiet reflection. The more aware you are of your inner state, the more effectively you can maintain a state of alignment with your desire. Now, let us address the concept of surrender. Surrender is often misunderstood as giving up or admitting defeat, but in the context of receiving repayment from the universe, surrender is a powerful act of alignment. It is surrendering your limited ego control to the infinite wisdom of the universe within you. When you surrender in this way, you are not becoming powerless. On the contrary, you are aligning yourself with the most powerful creative force in existence. You are allowing this force to work through you unimpeded by doubt, fear, or limited thinking. Let us explore the concept of faith once more. Faith is not blind belief. It is not hoping for the best while fearing the worst. True faith is a knowing beyond physical evidence. It is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. When you seek repayment from the universe, you are exercising this kind of faith. You are knowing the reality of your desire with such conviction that you no longer need physical proof. This unwavering faith moves mountains. It parts seas. It transforms the very fabric of your reality. Now, let us discuss the importance of your self-concept in this process. Your self-concept is the sum total of your beliefs about who you are. When you seek repayment from the universe, you are adopting a self-concept of someone who is worthy and capable of receiving all good things. See yourself as a divine being capable of creating any reality you desire. Know that you are not separate from the universe, but an individualized expression of it. This elevated self-concept naturally aligns you with the fulfillment of your desires. Let us address the concept of resistance once more. Resistance often arises when we try to control every aspect of our reality. When you seek reclaimment from the universe, release this resistance. Allow the infinite intelligence of the universe to work out the details of how your desire will manifest. Remember, your job is not to figure out the how. Your job is to hold the vision of your desire fulfilled and to maintain the feeling of its reality. The universe will take care of the how in ways far more wonderful than you could have imagined. Now, let us explore the concept of the law of attraction in relation to receiving repayment from the universe. The law of attraction states that like attracts like. When you align yourself with the energy of having already received repayment, you naturally raise your vibration. You align yourself with the frequency of desire. This elevated vibration attracts experiences, people, and circumstances that match it. You become a magnet for the fulfillment of your desires, effortlessly drawing to you what you need for their manifestation. Let us discuss the role of gratitude once more. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it is a state of being. When you seek reclaimment from the universe, you naturally enter a state of gratitude. You are grateful not just for what you have, but for what is coming. This state of gratitude is incredibly powerful. It aligns you with the abundance of the universe. It opens you to receive even more blessing. Practice gratitude not from a place of lack, hoping to receive, but from a place of fullness, knowing you already have. Now, let us address the concept of divine timing once more. Often when we hold tightly to our desires, we create resistance to their natural unfolding. We try to force things to happen on our timeline, but the universe operates on its own divine timing, which is always perfect. When you seek repayment from the universe, align yourself with this divine timing. Release the need to control when or how your desire will manifest. Trust that it will come at the perfect time in the perfect way. Let us explore the concept of unity consciousness. When you seek repayment from the universe, you are recognizing your oneness with the universe. You are understanding that there is no separation between you and what you desire. It is already yours because you are one with all that is. This understanding of unity consciousness dissolves the illusion of lack. It aligns you with the infinite abundance of the universe. From this state of oneness, manifestation becomes effortless and natural. Now let us discuss the importance of detachment once more. Detachment is not indifference. It is not a lack of desire. Detachment is the state of knowing that your desire is already yours in consciousness, and therefore you do not need to anxiously pursue it in the physical world. When you are detached in this way, you are free from the fear of not getting what you want. You are free from the anxiety of when or how it will come. This freedom allows you to enjoy the present moment fully, while still holding the vision of your desire fulfilled. Let us address the concept of allowing once more. Allowing is the opposite of forcing. When you seek repayment from the universe, you are in a state of allowing. You are opening yourself up to receive all the good that the universe has for you. Allowing doesn't mean being passive. It means being receptive. It means being open to possibilities beyond what your limited mind can conceive. It means trusting that the universe knows the best path to the fulfillment of your desires. Now let us explore the concept of the mirror principle. This principle states that your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. When you seek repayment from the universe, you are creating an inner state of fulfillment and gratitude. This inner state will inevitably be reflected in your outer experiences. Understand that as you change your inner world, your outer world must change to match it. This is not wishful thinking. It is the operation of universal law. Let us discuss the role of patience once more. Patience in this context is not passive waiting. It is active trust in the law. It is knowing that what is done in consciousness must manifest in reality, and allowing that manifestation to unfold in its perfect timing. When you seek repayment from the universe, cultivate this kind of active patience. Know that your desire is manifesting even if you can't see the evidence yet. Trust in the perfect unfolding of the universe. Now let us address the importance of self-love in this process once more. Self-love is not vanity or egotism. It is a recognition of your true worth as a divine being. When you truly love yourself, you naturally align with the fulfillment of your desires. As you seek repayment from the universe, cultivate deep self-love. Know that you are worthy of all that you desire simply because you exist. This self-love creates a powerful foundation for manifesting your desires. Let us explore the concept of the quantum field once more. In quantum physics, we understand that everything is energy and possibility. Your desires already exist as potentials in this quantum field. When you seek repayment from the universe, you are aligning yourself with the version of reality where your desire is fulfilled. Understand that you are not creating something from nothing. You are selecting a reality from infinite possibilities. Your job is to align your consciousness with the reality you desire to experience. Now let us discuss the power of your focus. Where you place your attention is where you direct your energy. When you seek repayment from the universe, you are focusing on the reality of your desire fulfilled. You are directing your energy towards its manifestation. Be mindful of where you're placing your focus. Are you focusing on what you lack, on what's wrong in your life? Or are you focusing on the reality of your desire fulfilled? Remember, what you focus on expands. In conclusion, remember that the universe is about to repay you for everything you thought was lost. This repayment is not something external to you, but a shift in your consciousness. As you align with the state of having received this repayment, as you live from this assumption, you will find your outer world reshaping itself to match your inner state. Trust in the law, have faith in your own divine nature, and above all, persist in the state of knowing that your desires are already fulfilled. For in doing so, you are exercising your divine creative power and shaping your reality according to your will. Go forth and create consciously, for the power is within you. The entire universe is at your command. You need only to assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and allow your good to flow to you. And so it is. Let us begin with a fundamental truth from Scripture. In John 1:1 we read, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." Now, most people interpret this passage literally, thinking it refers to spoken words, but I tell you this, the word spoken of here is not mere language. It is vibration. It is feeling. It is the very sensation of your desire fulfilled. You see, my dear friends, when you truly understand this principle, you realize that the imagination and vibration are one and the same. They are not two separate things. They are the same force expressing itself through different aspects of your consciousness. This is why the Bible tells us by faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the Word of God. This word, this vibration, is your own wonderful human imagination in action. Let me share with you a profound secret about vibration and imagination. When you imagine something, you are not merely creating mental pictures. You are generating a specific frequency, a particular vibration that corresponds to your desire fulfilled. This is why feeling is the secret for feeling, is the language of vibration. Consider the story of Moses in the burning bush. When God reveals himself to Moses, he did not appear as words on a page or as mere thoughts in Moses' mind. He appeared as energy, as vibration, as living flame that did not consume. This, my dear friends, is a perfect metaphor for how your imagination works through vibration. You see, when you imagine your desire fulfilled, you are literally setting yourself aflame with the vibration of that state. But like the burning bush, this flame does not consume you, it transforms you. It transmutes your entire being into the frequency of your desire fulfilled. Let me tell you a story that perfectly illustrates this principle. Recently, a lady came to me desiring a new home. She had been using affirmations and positive words for months without success. I told her stop using words. Instead, feel the vibration of actually living in your desired home. Feel the texture of the walls, the warmth of the sunlight through the windows, the peace and satisfaction of occupying that space. Within 2 weeks, she had her new home. You see, she didn't manifest it through words, she manifested it through vibration. Through the feeling of actually being there. This is what Jesus meant when he said, "Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours." Now let us delve deeper into this mystery of vibration and imagination. In the book of Ezekiel, we read about the valley of dry bones when God commanded Ezekiel to prophesy to the bones. It wasn't the words that brought them to life. It was a vibration, the energy, the feeling, tone of life itself that animated them. This is exactly how your imagination works. When you imagine your desire fulfilled, you are not merely thinking about it. You are vibrating at the frequency of its fulfillment. You are literally becoming one with the state you desire to express. Let me share another principle that would transform your understanding of vibration and imagination. In Scripture, we read, "Be still and know that I am God." This stillness is not mere physical quietude. It is a specific vibrational state where your imagination and your desire become one. You see, when you enter this state of stillness, you are tuning yourself to the perfect frequency of your desire fulfilled. This is why meditation and contemplation are so powerful. Not because of any words you might use, but because they allow you to align your vibration with your imagination. Consider the story of Elijah on Mount Horeb. God was not in the wind, not in the earthquake, not in the fire. God was in the still small voice. This still small voice is not words, it is vibration. It is the feeling tone of your desire fulfilled. Let me share another secret about using vibration instead of words. When you imagine something, your entire being begins to vibrate at the frequency of that state. This is why Scripture tells us, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." Notice it says in his heart, not in his mind, not in his words, but in his heart where feeling and vibration originate. Now let me tell you about a businessman who applied this principle perfectly. He wanted to expand his company, but was struggling with traditional goal setting and affirmations. I told him stop using words to describe what you want. Instead, feel the vibration of running a successful, expanded business. Feel the satisfaction, the confidence, the certainty of it. Within months, his business had doubled in size. You see, he didn't achieve this through words or planning. He achieved it by maintaining the vibration of his desire fulfilled. This is what Jesus meant when he said, "The kingdom of heaven is within you." The kingdom is not a place or a set of words. It is a vibrational state. Let us explore another aspect of this truth. In the book of Revelation, John speaks of hearing a great voice as of a trumpet. This trumpet is not producing mere sound, it is producing vibration, frequency, energy. This is exactly what your imagination does when it is properly employed. You see, my dear friends, every desire you hold contains within it a specific vibrational frequency. Your job is not to describe this frequency with words, but to feel it, to become one with it, to let it resonate through your entire being. I think of it this way: when you strike a tuning fork, it produces both sound and vibration. The sound is temporary, but the vibration continues long after the sound has faded. Similarly, words are temporary, but vibration, the feeling of your desire fulfilled, continues to resonate and create Let me share another principle that will revolutionize your understanding of manifestation. When Scripture says, "Let there be light," it is not referring to physical life, but to illuminated consciousness. Consciousness vibrating at the frequency of desire fulfilled. You see, when you truly understand this, you realize that manifestation is not about using the right words or thinking the right thoughts. It's about achieving and maintaining the right vibrational state, the state of your desire fulfilled. Consider the story of Joshua and the walls of Jericho. The walls didn't fall because of the words the people spoke or the horns they blew. They fell because the vibration of victory was maintained until physical reality had no choice but to conform to it. This is exactly how your imagination works. When you maintain the vibration of your desire fulfilled, when you feel the reality of it with your entire being, the circumstances of your life must rearrange themselves to match that vibration. Let me tell you about a teacher who applied this principle perfectly. She desired to impact more lives through her work, but was stuck using traditional goal-setting methods. I told her, stop thinking about how to reach more people. Instead, feel the vibration of already touching countless lives. Feel the satisfaction, the fulfillment, the joy of it. Within months, she had opportunities to teach internationally. You see, she didn't create these opportunities through words or planning. She created them by maintaining the vibration of her desire fulfilled. Now let us discuss something crucial about this process. Most people try to use their imagination as a tool separate from themselves, but I tell you this, your imagination is not a tool. It is your very self. It is God in action within you, and God does not create through words alone, but through vibration, through feeling, through the sensation of reality. Consider the words of Jesus. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Notice he doesn't say they are mere words. They are spirit. They are vibration. They are living energy. This is why when you imagine something, you must do more than see it or think about it. You must feel it, sense it, become one with its vibration. This is what Jesus meant when he said, "I and my Father are one." He was expressing his complete unity with the vibration of his desires fulfilled. Let me share another profound truth about vibration and imagination. When you enter into the feeling of your desire fulfilled, you are literally rearranging the substance of the universe. This is not metaphysical thinking. This is scientific fact clothed in scriptural language. Think about the story of creation. God didn't just speak the world into existence. He felt it, experienced it, became one with it through imagination and vibration. This is exactly what you must do with your desires. You see, my dear friends, every desire you hold is already fulfilled in what I call the kingdom, the realm of pure vibration and imagination. Your task is not to create it through words or effort, but to tune yourself to its frequency, to feel its reality, to become one with its vibration. Let me tell you about someone who understood this perfectly. A gentleman came to me wanting to transform his relationships. He had been using affirmations and positive self-talk without success. I told him, stop using words to try to change your relationships. Instead, feel the vibration of having perfect, harmonious relationships. Feel the love, the understanding, the connection. Within weeks, his relationships began to transform. You see, he didn't change them through words or actions. He changed them by maintaining the vibration of desire fulfilled. Now let us explore another aspect of this truth. In Scripture, we read faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. This substance is not words or thoughts. It is vibration. It is the feeling tone of your desire fulfilled. You see, when you have true faith, you don't hope for something to happen in the future. You feel its reality now. You vibrate at the frequency of its fulfillment now. This is what Jesus meant when he said, "Before Abraham was I am." Let me share another principle that will transform your understanding of manifestation. Most people think they need to change their circumstances to achieve their desires. But I tell you this, you need only change your vibration. Your feeling state and circumstances will change themselves. Consider the story of Daniel in the lion's den. He didn't survive because of words he spoke or prayers he said. He survived because he maintained the vibration of perfect safety and divine protection. This is exactly how your imagination works when properly employed. You see, when you maintain the vibration of your desire fulfilled, you create what I call a bridge of incidents, a series of apparently unrelated events that lead to the manifestation of your desire. This is why Scripture tells us all things work together for good to them that love God. Let me tell you about an artist who applied this principle perfectly. She wanted to showcase her work in major galleries, but was struggling with traditional networking and promotion. I told her stop trying to make it happen through words and actions. Instead, feel the vibration of being a successful, recognized artist. Feel the satisfaction, the fulfillment, the reality of it. Within months, she had exhibitions in 3 major galleries. You see, she didn't achieve this through effort of planning. She achieved it by maintaining the vibration of her desire fulfilled. Now let us discuss something crucial about this process of manifestation through vibration. Most people think they need to repeat their desire many times or visualize it frequently. But I tell you this, what you need is not repetition, but intensity of feeling, intensity of vibration. Consider the words of Jesus, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. Notice he doesn't say believe that you will receive it. He says believe that you have received it. This is about maintaining the vibration of fulfillment now. You see, my dear friends, when you enter into the feeling of your desire fulfilled, when you maintain its vibration, you are literally rearranging the atoms and molecules of your world. This is why Scripture tells us all things are possible to him that believeth. Let me share another profound truth about vibration and imagination. When you imagine something while maintaining its vibrational frequency, you are not creating something new. You are tuning into something that already exists in the realm of pure potential. Think of it this way, every possibility already exists in what quantum physicists call the field of infinite possibilities. Your imagination operating through vibration simply tunes you to the frequency of your desired possibility, making it manifest in your phytosynchrol experience. This is what Jesus meant when he said, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God." The kingdom is not a place, it is a vibrational state where all possibilities exist simultaneously. When you enter into the feeling of your desire fulfilled, you are literally entering this kingdom. Let me tell you about a writer who understood this perfectly. She had been struggling to complete her novel using various writing techniques and affirmations without success. I told her stop trying to write the book through effort and words. Instead, feel the vibration of being a successful author. Feel the satisfaction of having completed your novel. Feel the joy of readers being transformed by your work. Within 3 months, she had completed her novel and secured a publisher. You see, she didn't achieve this through technique or effort. She acted by maintaining the vibration of her desire fulfilled. Now, as we bring this discussion to a close, I want you to understand something fundamental about vibration and imagination. Your imagination is not separate from the creative force of the universe. It is that creative force individualized as you. When you imagine something while maintaining its vibrational frequency, you are literally God in action. This is why Scripture tells us, "I am that I am." This is not a statement of identity. It is a statement of creative power through vibration and imagination. Remember this, the universe doesn't respond to your words. It responds to your vibrational state. Your imagination doesn't create through language. It creates through feeling, through vibration, through the sensation of reality. The choice is yours. You can continue trying to create through words and effort, or you can step into your divine power and create through vibration and imagination. The difference between these approaches is the difference between seeking and finding. So I tell you this, stop trying to use words to create your reality. Start feeling the vibration of your desire fulfilled. Maintain that feeling regardless of appearances. Trust in the law that shapes all things according to your conscious assumptions. For when you master this, when you truly understand how to create through vibration and imagination, you become more than just a creator of circumstances. You become aware of your true nature as the operant power of the universe itself. This is your birthright. This is your true identity. This is who you really are. Thank you and good night.